Hi everybody, it's Darrin Martin with Happy Accidents. Hope you're all doing great. I want to do a quick little painting with watercolors today. These are the cakes, of course. You can get them in tubes as well, but I've been really enjoying the cake ones, and I want to get started. We're going to do a little bit of a Northern Lights kind of inspired piece here. A lot of Northern Lights, they kind of tail like that. They have these, they're really cool. So I'm just doing this. The more water I use, the more that it'll sort of thin that out. I'm going to lay in some trees. Okay, so I'm using different color greens, and I'm actually just, very quickly laying in these shapes. Okay. It's going to be very gestural. Okay. I might want to keep it more like loose. Now the sky itself, I think we're going to need some purples. A layer of trees in behind these that are purple as well. So like that. And I could come in here with that purple and just do these tails. Now you could do it this way too and just, pull. Right? So you're going along, pull like that. Maybe there's one big tree that comes right up through here. Now we're going to add in some darker color inside that stump. And if you just take your brush and go in line shapes, you can kind of give it the texture of a log. You might want to go into this here and darken up inside those Northern Lights. So I'm just adding different areas, of interest. So you're kind of creating those tails of light. Now, if you wanted to, you could easily just water those out a bit too, if you think they're a bit too sharp. And that's simple. If you wanted to bring that down around, you can. Let that fade out like so. The tree itself, you want to maybe go in with something a little bit more fine line. And I'm just going in, I'm really starting to establish some more of those branches and stuff. Now, still not what I would call detailed, but you're tightening up on some of those lines because a lot of them get lost in the water. So as you can see, I'm going in underneath here and I'm just adding in some more darker so we don't lose the tree. Okay. Back into our big brush, because we want to go into those purples. Just in here. If it's too dark, go in, grab some more water, and just sort of fade it out. There's our moon up here. Definitely would probably put a little bit of yellow there. Same with a bit more. It's not about high detail, which I've talked about a lot. It's more about creating an image and an impression of it. So the impression of the shapes and things. We can tell this is a cloud and this is a moon or a sun. Well, trees, I mean, it's all there, but it's done in a very, like I said, representational way. You might want to bring some of that orange into your northern lights as well. So I'm just, going in, really making sure that underneath these branches you can highlight them a little darker. Okay. I just want to be able to make sure that that doesn't get lost with the other things that are happening. If you wanted to darken up the around the clouds, a lot of people I kind of like it too, is making it so you have a darker color around the edges, and it'll help draw you in. You can see up there, right? Now that's by no means a necessity. You have to kind of work back and forth, just to like that. And the stump, I would probably go back in and really just going in a few spots. So you got a really cool little piece with not a whole lot, it wasn't very tedious, but something lovely. And you could have a little bit of foliage here. Maybe a little bit of interest would be a few lupins down in the grass here. So I'm going to, first of all, get a smaller brush. Lupins are kind of like my trademark. I love them. So I'm going to start and use a mix of purple and pink. got a really nice little, like I said, simple but cool little piece, and of course featuring that northern light happening up in that area there. So let's sign this puppy. Just like my favorite painter, Bob Ross, I'm going to sign this in red. Why not? Check it out. There it is. So, a simple but effective Northern Lights piece. Let me know what you think. There may be a couple more things that I do, but I think I'm soon going to say that it's done. I hope you've enjoyed watching and having fun seeing this process. God bless you all. And remember, always be kind. Take care.